everyone, it's Dawn Marie with Custom Comfort Crochet. Today we are doing part 3 in our crochet wreath or crochet fall wreath tutorials. And today we are learning how to make this beautiful daisy, and it's really big. Look at that. It's like bigger than my hand. So it's really beautiful, and this is what we've done now is we've done our sunflowers. We've done our mums, and now we're doing our daisies. And next week, we're going to work on our pumpkin, our leaves, and then we're going to actually put our wreath together. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to get it all assembled, and then it's going on my front door. Please like, share. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, please jump over to YouTube and subscribe. We have a giveaway going on. I'm going to give away another scarf next Friday. So if you like, share, and subscribe, and then put in the comments that you've done all free and any of my most recent live videos, you will be automatically entered in the giveaway. So I would appreciate your help in doing that. And hey, you can have a chance at winning a beautiful scarf. And it's just like the last scarf that I did another one, and it's got beautiful flower appliques on it, and it's got fall colors in it, so it's really pretty. And so anyway, okay, let's get started on this daisy. So today you're going to need a 5mm size H hook. You're going to need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need a darning needle. Looks just like that. Sorry, I think I'm a little crooked. Okay, so that's what you're going to need today. And also, I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in soft white for the daisy. And then I'm using the Walmart brand Mainstays. It's like a golden yellow for the middle of the daisy. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is a slip knot. Again, I'm going to remind you, if you're just watching my videos, if you don't know how to do any of these stitches, I have a beginner tutorial video on YouTube and on my Facebook Live videos. So if you want to just search around for that, then that can help you learn some of these stitches if you don't know them. But at any rate, we're going to do a slip knot, and then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to do 6 single crochets in the first stitch. Now this is actually a trick at doing a magic circle. A lot of times people have a hard time doing a magic circle. To be honest, I do too. And this is a simple way to do it. As a matter of fact, I think most of them that call for a magic circle, you can do this for. And all you're doing is you're chaining up 2, and you're putting 6 single crochet into the first chain there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then you want to pull that tight, and then you want to go to the first, not this little loop here, but the first single crochet in the 6. So you're going to go right in there, and if you need to, you can count back. If you're getting confused, sorry about the buffering. I think maybe we have too many devices on our Wi-Fi today. But yeah, if you want to count back, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that lets you know that you need to go right into this space right here. And you're just going to go right in there and close with a slip stitch. You're going to make sure that you go through both, and it can be a little difficult to get in there, but the little perseverance, you can get in that and then do your slip stitch just like that. Okay? Now, you do want to cut off a little piece of yarn because you're going to need that for a slip marker today. Just a stitch marker, excuse me. So we're going to have that ready, okay, just sitting right here for us. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch around, okay? So we're going to go right to our next and do 1 single crochet and 2 single crochets. And we're going to do that all around for a total of 12. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to count. I've done 2. So now I'm going to do 3 and 4 and that 2 in each one, and then 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. Okay, and I can pull this a little bit tighter, and then I can slip stitch right into this next stitch because I know I've got 12 now. If you need to count, you can. So from here I count 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I've got my 12. So I know I can slip stitch to close right in this first single crochet. Okay, but from here on out, to make things easier, because we are single crocheting and it's hard to see, we're going to put a stitch marker right where we just did our slip stitch. So I'm just going to place my hook in and bring in my stitch marker just like that. And that just shows me where I need to end and where I need to begin. Okay, so now we're going to continue, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're going to do 2 single crochets. And then we're going to do 1. And then we're going to do 2. And we're going to do that sequence all the way around. Do it all the way around, 1 and 2. And your total for this should be 18. So when we get done here, we'll count and make sure that we got them. This is one project that you do actually need to count on. So we're doing the 2, then the 1, and then right where this slip stitch is, we're going to pull it out. And we're going to finish up with 2. 1 and 2. Now before we close, let's make sure that we have our count of 18. So I'm going to start right here from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I know I've got my 18. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next chain there to close. Okay, and then I'm going to put my slip marker right back where I just slip stitched, so I know where I need to go. Again, that was 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and you should have 18 by the end of that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do 1, 1 and 2. So we're doing our crochet workout here. So we're going to go 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets in the same space. Again, 1 crochet, 1 crochet, and then 2 single crochets in the same space. And we're going to do that all the way around. We're going to do that all the way around. You should have 24. Again, that's 1, 1, and 2. Okay? So 1, 1, and 2. And 1, 1, and 2. I'm just going to do that all the way around till we get to our stitch marker. Sorry about that noise. That's my bracelet hitting my desk. Okay, and on the last one, we've got our 2. Pulled out our stitch marker. And before we close, let's count, make sure we have our 24. Before we slip stitch, let's make sure we have our 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. We did it. So now we're going to slip stitch into the next space because we know we have our 24. And then we're going to put our slip marker back again. Right into where we just slip stitched. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 and 2. Okay. So we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. 3 single crochets in a row, and then we're going to do 2 single crochets and 1 space. Again, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 3 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets and 1 space, and you should have a total of 30 when you're done with this. So just keep going around. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2. And then 1, 2, and 3, and then 2. And again, 1, oops, sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, and then we pull out our stitch marker, and then we do our last 2 into this right here. And let's count and make sure that we have our 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yay! So now we can slip stitch to close and the next chain there. And now we just need this in one more time. And then we'll be done with the center of our daisy. So put that in there. I hope everyone's having a great Friday today. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way around, and we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and that will be for a total of 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And a big thank you to Corey and Connor Carter for helping me today. Even though really I think they're just sucking up my Wi-Fi with their cell phones. They're shaking their heads. They don't agree with me. Okay, just going around for our 30 single crochets all the way around. So now we're coming up to our stitch marker. We're going to pull that out. We're going to do our last single crochet right in here. Sometimes that can be a little hard to work into. And then slip stitch to close to the next one. And there you go. That's the center of our daisy. Now I'm going to do something a little bit unconventional. Most people really like the look of, sorry, I'm in trouble here. Some people really like the look of the middle of this the way it is, but I, however, think the back really looks more like the center of a flower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut and I'm going to cut and tie off. Okay, so I'm just going to cut and pull through just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to take my hook and I'm just going to bring this out to the other side. And then I'm going to tighten it up to close that middle portion there. Okay, so that's the center of our daisy. That's the way I like to do it. If you like the other side better, then you can do it that way. That's fine. But this is just, I think it looks cooler like this with the little ridges than it does on that side. So we're going to start with this side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and work this piece in so that it doesn't confuse us as we go along. So I'm just going to work this around, right around the middle. You need to stay in the same pattern with this when you're sewing so that you can't see on the other side. So go right around with your circle, just like that. And you would just keep going around, okay? And then you cut off. Okay, just like that. Sorry about that. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to start making our petals. And to do that, we're going to go right into this space right here where we've got our yarn hanging. And we're going to go right into that place right there. And we're going to bring in our other color. So we're going to pull our hook through there, and then we're going to pull our other color in just like this. Adding our other color, I'm just going to do just like that. Pull real tight, okay, so that it's secure on there. Okay, and now what we're going to do to make our petal is we're going to chain up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so we've chained up 12. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So we're going into the second chain here, and we're going to single crochet. Okay, just like that. And the next space, we're going to do a half double crochet. We're going to go right into our next space and do a half double crochet. So we had a single crochet and a half double crochet. In the next 6, we're going to do double crochet. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 double crochets. Okay, that's what it looks like. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets. In the next 2 spaces, and in the very last one we're going to work a single crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch right down here to where we first came in. And that's our petal. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm going to show you a few more of these. So we're going to go into our next stitch. We're going to slip stitch, and then we're going to start over again. We're going to chain up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next one. Then we're going to do 6 double crochets all in each space in the next 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets, and then in the last one a single crochet. Then we're going to slip stitch right into this hole under it right there that we first went into. Then we're going to go to our next space and slip stitch, and then start all over again. And so that's what it looks like so far. And I'm still going to do a few more with you because I am buffering today as usual. And I want to make sure that you get it. So we're going to chain up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Just like that. And then single crochet in the second chain from the hook. Then we're going to do a half double crochet in the next one. And then 6 double crochets in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 double crochets, and then we're going to do a half double crochet and another half double crochet, and then 1 single crochet down here at the bottom, and then a stitch, and this stitch right down here in this little space to close off your petal. And then go to your next space and slip stitch again. Okay, and look at there. We're making beautiful daisy petals, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to do it one more time with you. We're going to chain up 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Second chain from the hook. We're going to single crochet. Then in the next one, we're going to half double crochet. And then we're going to do 6 double crochets in each of the next 6 spaces. Oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to do 2 half double crochets in the next 2, 1 and 2, and then a single crochet, and the last one, and then slip stitch into that little hole right down there at the bottom where you slip stitch to begin with. And then we'll go over to the next space, slip stitch again, and start all over again. And you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, and then I'm just going to go over it one more time with you. So you do your chain of 12, and in the first chain, the second chain from the hook, you do a single crochet, then you do a half double crochet, then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, 2 half double crochets, a single crochet to end it, a slip stitch right down there at the bottom, and then slip stitch in the next space and start over again. Okay, so that's how you work the petals. So a little bit of magic here. Let's move over here to this one, and I'm going to show you how to finish this project up. Okay, so let's say you went all the way around, and you are on your last petal. Okay, so you're going to chain 12 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and then second chain from the hook to single crochet and half double crochet, then double crochet 6 times, 1 in each 6 spaces, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then 2 half double crochets in the next 2, 1 and 2, and then a single crochet at the bottom, the last one, and then excuse me, I feel like I'm losing my voice, and then slip stitch into that little space right down there at the bottom. And then the way I want you to end this is I want you to go right over to this next, the first petal that we ever did, and slip stitch right down there into that hole at the bottom. Okay, and that's how I want you to end it. And I want you to leave a very long piece of yarn, because remember, we're going to need that to sew it onto our wreath. Now, you're going to need 2 of these daisies, and you're only going to need 2 because, as you can tell, they're huge. So, but when you work in, you're going to have some pieces left, like this right here, when you're done with yours. When this is completed, I had already sewed it in on this one. But when you're done, you're going to have this long piece right here. And I want to show you how to work it in, because these are single crochets. It's harder to hide things in them. So when you're done, what I want you to do is to work in these spaces from behind, these right here. Not in the middle here, because you're going to be able to see it. You're going to work in these spaces right there. Okay?